Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center. Providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. For the local news, the Provincial Health Office, through its Population Development Division, vows to intensify the implementation of Adolescent Health Development Program this year. Acknowledging the crucial role of young adults in nation building, PHO-PDD is continuously conducting various activities, including adolescent health development and youth forums and parent-teen talks, which highlights on adolescent sexual and reproductive health. Said program entails providing comprehensive information on topics related to sexual and reproductive health, teenage pregnancy prevention, and mental health. The province of Albay is poised to access the potential of renewable energy as it sets to produce a roadmap within 6 months to realize this plan. A memorandum of understanding between the provincial government of Albay and the Philippine Movement for Climate Change was signed last February 22nd at the Dignitaries Hall, Albay capital. Currently, 10 sites have been identified, namely Legazpi, Daraga, Kamalig, Ginobatan, Piodoran, Ligao, Owas, Libon, Rapu-Rapu, and Batalay for further study. Meanwhile, international shipping liner to add Legazpi in regular port call. A shipping line operating in Asia and North Africa has expressed interest in including Legazpi port. Containerized and bulk cargo route, the Bureau of Customs said Thursday. Customs Collector Segundo Sigmund Freud Barte said that the Bangkok-based regional container lines is expected to begin operations in March, provided the market is ready. This development is expected to not only boost trade opportunities between the Bicol region and Asian nations, but would also enable the port to double its revenue from the previous year, which was 1.8 billion pesos, with the start of containerized vessel operations, Barte said. And for national news, the Department of Agriculture urges El Nino hit towns in Mindoro to declare a state of calamity. Which would trigger the release of funds to mitigate the effects of the drought. The DA said or released a statement after Buralacao town in Oriental Mindoro has declared a state of calamity due to the severity of agricultural damage caused by El Nino. According to the Municipal Agricultural Office, damage to onion and rice crops in Bulalacao has reached 65 million pesos and 27 million pesos respectively. Oriental Mindoro Governor Humerlito Dolora has said that around 1,000 farmers have been affected. House Speaker Martin Romualdez on Monday, February 26, 2024, has opened the Committee of the Whole proceedings on House Resolution of both Houses Number 7, which seeks to amend the economic provisions of the 1987 Constitution. The Committee of the Whole includes all members of the House, where Romualdez gave an assurance that they will not touch the political provisions of the Charter. For this reason, Romualdez said they will adopt the Senate's proposed amendments to the Charter under the Upper Chambers RBH number 6. The Armed Forces of the Philippines said it is ready to support law enforcement in the West Philippine Sea, even as it maintained that it will practice maximum tolerance in addressing challenges from foreign forces. AFP spokesperson Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla said that the military is ready to support the Philippine Coast Guard and other maritime law enforcement agencies in their operations. The AFP statement followed the latest incident between Philippine and Chinese vessels in Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal. And for the international news, attack on Rafah would be nail in coffin, said UN Chief A full-scale Israeli military operation in Rafah would deliver a death blow to aid programs in Gaza, where humanitarian assistance remains completely insufficient, the UN chief warned last Monday. Speaking before the UN Council, Antonio Guterres said that Gaza's southernmost city, where more than 1.4 million Palestinians are crowded together in tent cities, was the core of humanitarian aid operation in the Palestinian territory. His comments came after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday reiterated that his country was intent on a ground invasion in Rafah in its bid for a total victory over Hamas, whose October 7 attack triggered the war. Meanwhile, Denmark ends probe into Nord Stream pipeline blast last Monday. The multi-billion-dollar Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines transporting gas under the Baltic Sea were ruptured by a series of blasts in the Swedish and Danish economic zones last September 2022, releasing vast amounts of methane into the air. Russia and the West, at loggerheads over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, have pointed fingers at one another over the pipeline blasts. Each has denied any involvement, and no one has taken responsibility. Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Shatay announced his resignation on Monday, February 26, as the Palestinian Authority looks to build support for an expanded role following Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza. The move comes amid growing U.S. pressure on President Mahmoud Abbas to shake up the Palestinian Authority, as international efforts have intensified to stop the fighting in Gaza and begin work on a political structure to govern the enclave after the war. The Prime Minister's resignation must still be accepted by Abbas, who may ask him to stay on as caretaker until a permanent replacement is appointed. And that ends our news break for today, February 27, 2024. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Franchame Boras, and on the technical side, Chad Bobbies. This has been your anchor for today. I am LJ Lorejo. Thank you for subscribing.